Well, Kilobyte, we're back at Swerve's bar, and still no signs of Computron.
Yeah, it's very strange. Hope he's doing okay.
Guys! Guys! I'm in the closet! Quick! Waspinator's gone! Someone let me out!
Oh, Primus, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You guys didn't hear me 2 weeks ago? I mean, Waspinator wanted to show me, like, something in his closet, which is a little weird. But, it ended up being a PowerPoint presentation on why we should be friends. And I I told him, hey, I gotta go. I'm running a bit late. But he kind of locked the door on me and put the PowerPoint on repeat.
Wow, that's insane.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. I know this is spur of the moment, but are you available to record an episode with us?
I guess so. Just let me know when Waspinator shows his face so I can duck underneath the table.
Alrighty, let's get started. Hello, and welcome to the podcast about Transformers comics, toys, and everything in between. I'm Onyx Prime with my two co-hosts here.
Hi, I'm Computron.
Hi, I'm Killbite.
Moving on with our comic discussion today, brings us to IDW Transformers Ironhide, and as always, spoiler warning. So if you haven't read it already, we highly recommend you go read it, come back and listen to the podcast. Now, I've heard from some of my Earthlings that if you click that like button on this video or subscribe, that really helps us grow, and we really appreciate that. Now, onwards with the podcast. Both Computron and myself have read this series already, but this is Killbite's first time, and we are excited to hear his thoughts. But before we dive into that, Computron, do you mind telling us some fast facts?
Yeah, so first things first, as usual, hard stuff. The first issue was released May 12th, 2010, and the last one on August 4th, 2010. The writer was Mike Costa, and the artist was Casey Colower, and the colors were by Joanna Lafuente. Okay, so fun facts, and it's kind of just one this time. But in pre-war Cybertron, Ironhide is depicted as a civilian security member of the Cybertronian racetrack and claims that he had never heard of Megatron before. However, in the previously published Megatron Origin, Ironhide appears to be a member of the military-like Autobot security service under Sentinel Prime, and he was aware of the crimes Megatron had committed. I mean, one could claim that this is set before Ironhide joined the military, but in that case, Megatron would still have been a simple miner. It is notable that it is not until issue 3 of Megatron Origin that Ironhide is shown as a member of the Autobot Security Service after Megatron has risen to prominence as a gladiator and killed 2 Autobots. It could be argued that this issue's flashback takes place during the events of issues 2 of Megatron Origin, in which, Megatron commits the previously described acts. Now, Kilobyte, do you mind giving us a short summary of these comics?
Will do. Seeking to return Cybertron to a habitable state, the ancient Autobot sage Alpha Trion required a powerful warrior to obliterate what remains of the Insecticon swarm that still infests the planet, and has chosen Ironhide for the task. And as always, this information has been taken from the wiki.
Fantastic. Shall we dive into it? It's a short one this time.
Yeah.
We start off with a flashback way back when the war just started on Cybertron and Ironhide just saved Optimus from having his optics removed by Rumble. Thoughts?
Or Rumble's face. He punched half his face off. And he, I guess, proceeds to beat the living scrap out of Soundwave because, there's a moment later he's just carrying Soundwave's gun, which that's my boy. You don't just do that to me.
Poor Soundwave. These last 2 comics have not been too kind for him. Granted, these 2 events that happened to him are very far apart, but oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we also find out Optimus wasn't always great at speeches, which is interesting data bite there. Given in every other iteration of him, he always gives a speech, but it looks like he's had kind of a stage fright, or not stage fright, just not good with the words.
Isn't it weird that all it took was a pep talk, and then all of a sudden, bleh, I'm suddenly the best person to give a speech ever? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
No, yeah.
I wish a pep talk could do that to me.
I think he still has the soldier mentality here, not the a leader mentality. So I think he's just an action kind of guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. So moving to the next point, because this comic's relatively short, so we're gonna get through this pretty fast. Killmite, do you mind explaining what we are seeing here? Ironhide just woken up in modern Cybertron. Last time we saw him, he was dead, but no one is here on Cybertron. What's going on here?
Yeah. So Ironhide wakes up. Cybertron has been decimated. It's in ruins pretty much, and he's all by himself, just walking the empty streets and the empty cities until he comes face to face with Alpha Trion. He uses the normal disguise of wearing a cloak.
Yes, a fancy cloak. This to me, when he first wakes up, is very funny because it feels like that scene in Endgame, the Marvel human movie with Ant-Man going on like, "What the hell's happened here?" We're gonna insert a Ironhide like meme that's related to that. I think it's gonna be
Hey
hilarious.
kid, what the hell just happened?
Exactly.
We also see that Ironhide doesn't remember how he got to Cybertron or what the swarm is. So out of the bat, it's a little bit fishy.
Right. And it's very much of a mystery. And my favorite part is like I enjoy how when Ironhide follows up, I forget the name of this bot, but then takes him to Alpha Trion, right? And then Trion, it's almost nonstop of him saying, "Well, I'm Alpha Trion. Well, I'm Alpha Trion." And Ironhide's just like, I have no idea who you are. Just simply continues like asking questions, and then Tryon just continuously saying, "Well, I'm Alpha Tryon" at the end of everything, nonstop, as if that's the answer, and it's just still not coming across to Ironhide.
And then we get to the good bit where Alpha Trion was like, kind of assuming Ironhide was just not so smart, and then Ironhide punches Alpha Trion in the face.
That's my favorite scene right there.
Oh yeah. And then like throughout the entire time, like not throughout the entire time, but like right when that happened, I'm like, whoa, you're Alpha Trion.
Yeah, good for him, because Ironhide finds out that Alvatron had Metroplex the whole time, but instead had Ironhide travel all over Cybertron to kill the swarm,
By
but
himself.
by himself, while he had a Titan in his back pocket the whole time. And it's just like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, good for you for punching him.
I like that because he says like, "I just took down a whole city of swarms, so I think you should be more scared of me than them." Just punches him.
Yeah,
Can I be honest with you guys? When I first read this comic, because originally I thought under that shroud, that was Alpha Trion was just like hiding his beard. And so when Ironhide punches him, I'm like, holy smokes, Ironhide punched your beard off. I mean, obviously I know that wasn't the case, but it was just, I don't know, a dumb first thought, but I laughed at myself for doing that. But it's just.
that's pretty great. I wish that happened though. Like if he just punched in his beard, just fell right
Well,
off.
I mean, he punched half of Rumble's face off. What's stopping him from punching a beard off?
That's
That is
true.
true. That is true.
All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about these comics before we move on to our next segment?
Yes. Ironhide finds a friend, this abandoned Cybertron, and that friend is Sunstreak. He's still alive.
Ooh, drama.
So
Do
he
tell.
he has a little bit of spark left, but he's found on top of a rubble of the swarm, and so he's taken back to Alpha Trion, and Alpha Trion treats him, but he can't walk just yet, so he has a wheelchair, and Sunstreaker is like telling him like, "I'm sorry for everything I did," and Ironhide doesn't know what actually happened. So I thought that was a very interesting interaction between them because I think Ironhide says like, what happened in the past is in the past. We just gotta stick together. So I really like that.
He doesn't have the last 4 million years of memory. He only has the good times, and he doesn't know what happened. So he's just like, yeah, whatever happened in the past happened in the past, unknowing what he did.
Yeah,
Even though it almost pretty much technically costed Ironhide his life.
Yeah, it was Hot Rod.
Oh, Hot Rod. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
yeah.
But interesting. There is one character I wish they brought in. We'll see it later. I'm not gonna spoil it. Oh, it's a dog.
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
It's the dog from the beginning.
Sure.
when Ironhide runs over Ravage.
You're gonna have to meet the dog.
Wow. Wow, Computron. All right, fine. We'll just have to meet the dog.
Again, spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning. So, how many rod stars would you guys give this short series?
It's out of 5, right?
Yep.
I mean, it was an okay story. I might slap it on a 2.5, 3.
Okay.
I think I'll give it a 4.
4?
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 4 as well. So I like the colors in this one. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, the art
very-
really saved this comic. It's a gorgeous one to look at.
Yeah, it's very nice. So, emails. We do have an email today. We have a listener out there who sent us an email on what looks like October 14th on the humans calendar of 2021. So, sorry if we're reading this late. There's like thing I did not think about is how far Earth is from Cybertron. So, emails take a while for it to get here, but we're going to read it now if that's okay. This is from VR Matrix. They said, I'm enjoying your show as well as your end session of Transformers as well. I'm thinking that's the D&D. Last time I read or listened to anything Transformers was when it was the G1 TV series when I was a kid, and that was when the series came out. I have started reading the first comics and enjoyed hearing there's more out there. I never even knew of these comics as a kid. Keep up the show. I enjoy listening to you all. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
so
you.
much.
And then, I mean, we can't stress enough. Read the comics; they're amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for listening to the show. We appreciate it.
It'll go up from here. We
Yeah.
promise.
It's going to get a lot better. Yeah. So that's it for emails. Next thing I want to point out in our heavy metal content, I'm now friends with somebody named Scattershot. So thank you for leaving your friend code on one of our videos, and I sent you a friend request. Thank you.
Yeah, I did as well.
Computron will too eventually as soon as they release it on the human iOS app.
Yes, I'm an iOS user, and please go easy on me.
which is funny because you're Computron. Anyway. Listeners, if you would like to get in contact with us, you can send us an email at swervesbarpodcast@gmail.com or see below in the video or in the description of the episode. It'll have the email link. All right. So, any toys we want to talk about?
Toys. I got an RED line Cheetor.
Ooh, fancy.
It doesn't transform, but it has some good articulation with some props and interchangeable hands. So I really like it.
I don't have toys, but it does sound like they're going to be doing a Beast Wars movie. that I'm
Oh,
looking
yeah?
forward to.
Well, Kilobyte got me a RED Starscream, and I put him in his crown because that's what he belongs in. Poor guy.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, and Mr. Kilobyte got me a RED Soundwave, and I have him posed with that hand where it looks like he's getting ready to eject Laserbeak.
Oh,
and then
that's
I have
cool.
him, yeah, and then I have like his other hand holding like the gun up in the air, kind of like the Terminator style.
That's awesome. I want to
That's
see
cool.
that. I
Yeah.
want to see that
Thing.
pose.
Me
He's
too.
right on my desk too, so he's incredibly judgmental. Like, what I'm making.
Are you guys ready for Transformers Heart of Darkness?
We are.
No.
I am.
All right, Computron, you want to take us out?
Yeah. If you enjoyed this episode, consider sharing it with your friends and subscribing. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, till all are one.
Till all are one.
To all are one.
Oh boy, can't wait to have friends.
Computron, Waspinator just walked in.
Oh no. Waspinator is going to check his room to see if Waspinator has made his new friend yet.
Quickly, let's get out of here while his back is turned.
Right.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Swerves Bar Podcast. You can also find us on Twitter at Swerves Bar. If you are interested in more content, try checking out the spin-off D&D Transform and Rollout Rise of the World Killers. Let's tune in for a preview now.
Wolfer and this bot are just dancing.
Looks like they're both nervous.
I will win this salsa.
Dance off.
This tango.
Exhilarating. There is also a YouTube channel with bonus content. Link will be provided below. End transmission.